Hope you all are having a wonderful day, and today we're going to be basically taking a look at putting Homebrew on the Wii U. Now, this is a little bit different than it would be on a Wii, for instance, but it's very simple, very straightforward. You should be able to do it in under 10 minutes, actually. There's not really anything that can go wrong. It's very simple, and once you have it installed, it's pretty much the end of it. I'm going to be using a guide from a person called Flimflam on GitHub. He also has a guide written up, a very well explained guide on how to get custom firmware and stuff working. So if you want to do that as well, do check it out. Sadly, I don't have an SD card big enough for my system to do custom firmware yet, but maybe at some point down the future I will. So let's get started. So pretty much a couple of things you're going to need. First, you're going to need a spare SD card, obviously. You're going to need a SD card reader for your computer, preferably any USB one will do the job. If you're on Windows 10, you'll need to download an app to format the SD card, which I'll go in more depth later. Also, you will need one of the games that are listed on the GitHub site for installing the hack into, because these are the only games that apparently support the hack currently. And yeah, so do check the list of games. If you have any of them, great. If not, check if they're on sale. If they are, grab them. One of them, I believe, was Kirby Mass Attack that I grabbed, that was on sale, and I used that. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is actually blocking the system from receiving future updates. Now, this is kind of an optional thing, but it's really recommended you do it, because after you do all the exploits, if another patch comes out or another system update, they're more or less likely going to be patching out all of these exploits. Also, apologies for the camera being basically pointed at the Wiimote, the Wii gamepad, because no matter what I do, I cannot get the system settings to appear on the top screen, aka my capture card, so you're kind of gonna have to bear with me here. So the first thing you don't want to do is open up your settings. Then you're going to go under the internet section here, so we're going to click on this. You're going to go to connect to the internet, and you're going to go under X and hit connections, which is right up here. You're going to click on your known network, like so, and then you're going to click change settings. The next thing you're going to do is scroll over until you see DNS, which is right here. So we're going to click on DNS, and then you're going to click on don't auto obtain. Now, there's a couple of IP addresses listed on the guide here that you can use. These were the two that I chose. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. These were the two that I chose because they were the first two listed. Now you need to pick two of these IP addresses. Any two in random, doesn't really matter. You can use the first two or the second two and fill them into the DNS settings here. There's your primary and secondary DNS. Now this will block your system from receiving updates. So we're going to go back, and basically just close out of this. Alright, so now that we're back on to the PC, the next thing we're going to need to do is actually put our SD card into the computer and format it. Now, there is an app that they recommend here that you use if you're on Windows 10, which I am, so I'm going to be using this. It's called FAT32 Format, and this apparently it helps prevent the problems that you normally would have by just right-click formatting it on Windows. So we're just going to download this program, click on the picture, and then click on the picture will give you a download link. So we'll download this file, and next we're basically going to open it, and basically you can leave the allocation unit size as is. The drive letter you can go into my computer as it's known in Windows 7 and under, or you can go into this PC as it's known as Windows 10 and up, and you select the drive letter for your drive. If you don't know which one it is, it's also going to be known as the size here. So as you see, 7G, which is 7 gigabytes, FAT32. Leave the allocation size alone, and we're just going to hit start format, like so, and we'll wait till it's finished. Alright, so once it's done, now we can close out of this application. Now we can come back to the guide as well. The next thing we're going to do is download the starter pack, like so, and we'll just hit download right here. Yes. Hit save file. We can also go back to the guide. Once you've downloaded the starter pack, all you gotta do is extract everything to the root of the SD card. So I'll show you how to do that. So you're gonna open up the zip. We're going to open up. Alright, so as you see, I got this PC open up now. We're gonna go to this drive, and we're going to extract all of these files like so onto the root of the SD card. Make sure there is nothing on the SD card. If there is anything that might possibly mess up this process, so we're gonna wait till this is finished copying, and then we'll put the SD card into the Wii U next. Alright, so now that it's done, the next thing is to basically put the card into the Wii U, which I'm going to do now, and I'll swap back when I've done so. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to load up the browser from the home menu like so, and we're going to go to the average, we're going to go to the address loadin.ovh. It has two I's in it, so I'm going to type it in like this, LOADIINE, and then .ovh, like so, and then we hit OK, and there you go. So now we're going to select the option for the current system menu, and I am on 5.5.1, and I'm pretty sure it's the Homebrew Launcher 1.4 because that's the latest file that I downloaded. So I'm going to hit submit, and now it should launch up the Homebrew Launcher. And as you can see, now we're in the Homebrew Launcher. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is run the Haxchi installer, which here's where things get a little bit weird. You're going to need to own one of the Virtual Console games that they have listed on their site. So I happen to have bought Kirby Mass Attack when it was on sale. Usually it goes for around $9.99, but it was going for $5.99 during the weekend or so. I don't know if it's still on sale. It probably might not be, but you're going to need one of these Virtual Console games in order to install the hack into, and that way every time you load the game up, it's gonna load straight into Homebrew Launcher. So now that we're in the Haxchi installer, as you can see, the game that I have lists right there. Also, while we're on the screen, it also mentions that if you want to remove the hack for whatever reason, all you need to do is just uninstall the game and reinstall it. So we're gonna hit A and let the exploit install. As you see, it only takes a few seconds, and the system should reboot right after that. Alright, now that we're back on the home menu, you should now see that that game has been replaced with Haxchi, and if you go to launch it, it should load straight into Homebrew. So I already hit start here. As you can see, it takes a couple of seconds. Now, as you can see, we're in Homebrew for the Wii U. Now, the next video that I'm probably going to be doing is installing Nintendo on the Virtual Wii, which should allow you to play GameCube backups and Wii backups as well, so that way you can just load games off of a USB hard drive. I also believe you can use Loadline, which is right there, Loadline GX2, to load games off of an external drive if you wish as well. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy hacking, and I'll catch you all next one.